much. You know, during my shows I always tell stories, and usually I make them up on the spot. Tonight I'm going to read you a story. It's from because I have a book. It's called Living by the River, because that's where I grew up, living by the river. It's a story, a book of short stories, autobiographical stories. As I didn't want to write a memoir because I thought you might think I was dying if I did that. So this is about a woman called Sophie that lived below me in my apartment in my tenement building over on the east side. Okay. As I walked past Sophie's apartment, I could hear her complaining on the phone about her nerves. With her bold and unpretentious New York accent, she brought to mind the sinister old lady in Rosemary's Baby. My first memory of a conversation with her was a good while after I moved into the apartment directly above her in Manhattan. I had seen her briefly in the hallway a couple of times, and she gave me an obvious once over, reacting to my greetings with a shy and wary response. This went on for God knows how long. Bit by bit, her lows became a little bit more trusting. As time goes by in an apartment building, we unconsciously build a profile of those that live around us. I knew that Sophia lived alone and that she occasionally had visitors, very occasionally. I noticed them once while passing. They were clothed in larger, more affluent coats than the house was accustomed to. Armed with bags full of shopping and the discomfort of neglected duty, the well-spoken couple referred to her as Mom. Kisses of hello were ruefully accompanied by implications of parking issues and the planting of a departure clause. I can remember vividly the first time that Sophie sought my attention. On an autumn afternoon, I was crossing the landing towards the flight to my apartment on the third floor when I heard psst from behind. I turned to see Sophia at her barely open door and peeking through a narrow slit of light. Psst, come here. Looking tired and wearing a shabby floral housecoat, she tightly gripped the door with both hands and nodded me towards her. She appeared anxious. Scraggly grey hair fell unkempt around her pale skin, and there was a weary squint in her right eye. Behind, I could see her archaic world. A scrubbed linoleum floor with a 40s dinette of black vinyl chairs and matching formica table. Blue nylon curtains were hooked with string to the same old worn and crooked sash window that I had myself upstairs. In a corner directly below mine, the same kind of ancient sink stood on its lanky legs. Some kind of bland meat and barley was boiling, completing the picture of an austere world where Sophie felt safe. Through the barely open door, she confided, "Hey, come here. You live upstairs now?" She turned her eyes skyward. I mocked formality in an Irish way. "Yes, I do indeed." "You get enough steam?" "Enough what?" "Steam. Oh, whoa. Heat. Zoe. I don't know what they call it where you come from. Where'd you come from?" "I'm from Ireland." "Oh, whoa, beautiful Iowa." "No, Ireland." "Oh, whoa, listen to me." She beckoned me close with her hand. "We are entitled to steam, and it's no good." She paused to look me up and down and whispered, "You know the landlord?" "Not really, what sort of?" She pinched her nose and shook her head. "He's cheap. He's very cheap with the steam." She beckoned me again and whispered, "So that's you play the music upstairs?" She spoke in fast gushes, It put me in the frame of mind that I should speak fast too, but this was an answer that I didn't want to rush into. How I replied could be binding if she was about to complain. I suppose. She cocked her ear to listen. She might be hard of hearing. This could be good for both of us, I thought. It don't bother me. I love the music. The only thing I hate is that walking across the floor in them heels. All them heels! She covered her ears with annoyance while rolling her eyes skyward. I ran over who the heels might belong to into my head. You're not cold? No, I haven't noticed, but I'm out a lot. She beckoned me near with a warning finger. Listen to me. You have to complain if the heat's no good. Otherwise, it's no good. He's cheap. He's very cheap. Okay? Nice talking to you. Oh, what's your name? My name is Pierce. Pace! She shouted. Yes. I'm Sophia. Nice to meet you, Sophia. Yeah. She waved me away at the back of her hand, dismissing me to go about my business like a mother to a child. I carried on upstairs filled with amusement and rerunning the imagery of her world in my head. After closing the apartment door behind me, I sat down with a cup of tea to relish the encounter. What a relief, I thought. She loves the music. She just didn't like them heels walking across the floor. My girlfriend Marianne and her dancer friends were certainly not the types to wear them. And then it hit me. It must have been Cindy. My partner Larry Curran and I had the pop singer Cyndi Lauper up to write songs with us on a couple of occasions. Cindy, she wore spiked heel shoes even over in the church, in St. Mark's Church. The lighting designer Mary had a fit. It was a new maplewood floor. We weren't even allowed to walk on it with our sneakers. Fame and fortune took Cindy away from Sophia's ceiling, so the main offender was gone. I've been concerned about my piano playing and the use of guitars and drum machines and synthesizers, but it seems Sophie didn't mind any of that. I would think of Sophia sometimes when the apartment was cold and consider calling the landlord just for her sake. I never did. And during the summer heat, when she kept her door ajar to create a cross-draft, I would sometimes catch a peek while passing by. It always looked the same in there, so I would just put it out of my mind and carry on. It was easy to forget Sophia. She kept to herself and was quite happy once the high heels had gone away. Sometimes Sophia came out of herself. I ran into her on the corner of 11th Street one sunny morning in spring and was taken aback by how well she looked. It was hard to refrain from mentioning her appearance. She wore a pink woolen overcoat with a wraparound belt that was classy and expensive looking, while rouge and glossy lipstick brought a glow of youth to her face. When I asked her how she was chirpy. Me? I never been better. She was on her way over to the seniors club at the Lithuanian Centre on 12th Street. I love it there. It's perfect. No men. Men are no good. I'm never going to have anything to do with them again. I didn't know she had a problem with men, but maybe that was the reason for her reticence with me in the first place. And when I thought about it, Sophie had never once mentioned her absent husband. She began beating me softly on the chest with an open hand. Listen to me. We are all going to die. Men are afraid of growing old. She crinkled her nose to soften her point and waved me away with the back of her hand. Yeah. Whatever. Sophie.